Welcome to PVT Express News channel. Subscribe to the channel and don't miss the hottest news of the day. Our today's newsletter includes the following content. July's most influential movie rankings. Lavanshi fails, Duong 2 defeats Dam Tung Van. Duong 2 confronts Dam Tung Van, Truong Lang Hatch, Lavanshi in the most influential Chinese film rankings for the week of July 2nd. The most influential Chinese-language film rankings. The list of the most influential projects in the second week of July on PowerStar has just been updated. It is not surprising that in the top 3 rankings there is the appearance of Truong Tuong 2 directed by Duong 2 or You Are More Beautiful Than Stars with the participation of Dam Tung Van, Hua Kai. These are both films. The audience has been talking about it for many days. The top spot on the list is named Yangzi 2, Yangzi's new film that has just been released on July 8 in the anticipation of a large audience inside and outside of China. Part 1 of Truong Tuong 2 has been on air since the summer of 2023, achieving many impressive achievements, creating a fever on the small screen, so when the rest of the part was about to air, people also sent countless memories. Hope for the movie. However, based on the current situation, whether Part 2 will surpass the shadow of Part 1 or not is still difficult to say. Chang Xiang 2 with the participation of Yangzi, Zhang Wani, Deng Wei, Tianjin Thursday leads the list of most influential movies of the week of July 2nd. Ranked second on the list is Du Huanian starring Truong Lang Hatch, Tru Kim Mok. If the first half of the film is considered to be close to the original, the plot attracts viewers, then nearing the sprint stage, Du Huanian has countless problems. Netizens pointed out that many details related to the male lead Bui Van Tuen, played by Truong Lang Hatch, were either cut out or transferred to the supporting male character to Dung Kan, Tran Hak Not, turning the male lead from a smart person. Intellectual, talented people become people who only have brains for love. And yet, in the last 8 episodes of the film, the male main character's screen time is statistically less than that of male supporting character Tran Hak Not, an action of elevating the supporting character to suppress the main character that could not be more obvious from the director's position, making Truong Lang Hatch's fans and even outsiders angry on his behalf. Truong Lang Hatch was continuously pushed into ironic situations, starting from the drama raising the supporting role to drown the main in Van Shivu, then coming to Du Huanian. You're More Beautiful Than Starlight by Dam Tung Van, Hua Kai ranked third, giving the champion and runner-up positions to 2 works starring Duong 2 and Truong Lang Hatch. In addition, in the top 10 most influential movies of the week of July 2nd, there are Mak Vu Van John, No Can Gon Vung Tin Viet, ranked 4th, Nan Tam Kai, La Van Hai Tong Dat, ranked 6th and Ka Story of a Rose, Louis Fei, Lam Can Tan, ranked 7th. Rumor has it that Yangzi will send another melon in the future. Hui Yuqing is nervous at first glance, but netizens said they didn't expect it. For the superstars in the media industry, who do you think of first? Perhaps the reaction of many netizens is Yangzi. Yangzi is undoubtedly a very famous craftsman. As a young star, he was brought into this world and wiped out everyone. In addition to getting worse under his own efforts, he is also a top figure in the media. Having said that, everyone knows that after Yangzi became famous, the melon seeds about his poor people stopped. On the internet, there are also constant fresh insights about his new show. It's hard to say whether you really think back to the past summer records. There are countless phenomenal works. The Lao Zhuang fantasy drama Qinxiang starring Yangzi and Chang Yi is exactly the same. It is one of the best. This work has been on the Fenghua General Review many times. The online drama is set the highest point of the ranking list, ranked first in the 2022 online drama highlights list. Moreover, Fenghua anchors have exceeded 1 million. Some netizens will not believe that this is not a new melon. Why do you say? You are discussing the last performance again. This is because the protagonist of the new drama has a certain connection with the protagonist of Qinxiang Ru Suihua. There is news online that the TV series Barbaric -7 Foundations, which is fake tension and thinking, has been aired. Male lead Chang Yi. Female lead Yangzi. Arranger Qinxiang Ru Jia. The main reaction of netizens to this news is distrust. In summary, Yangzi has too many melons now. assuming they all accept it. They don't know the number of people at all. But since the news has come out, let's investigate it first. Assuming the news is true. This should be the fourth time that Yangzi and Chang'e have joined forces. The first and second. Is the first and second. The first and second are the first and second too. The third is the recognizable agarwood elephant scraps. Such frequent collaborations. There should be a lot of tacit understanding. Especially in agarwood. Chen Xiang and his other half's two accomplices. Also let netizens call them great. The future cooperation may have better results. About Nuhua Chidi. It is really a transformed work of the novel. It is also the well-known tail fish. His agency works include Situ April in this. Nuhua Chidi. This drama mainly tells the decline of the Zhou royal family. The incredible man Laozi chose to resign. When Guanxi passed Hango Pass. After hearing the news, Laozi left 7 volumes of Wind. The dangerous ruin of Luankou. The way this story is presented is very strange. Combining it with history. It is particularly fascinating. I can't resist the urge to know this story. But it is a bit surprising that many fans don't. There is an assumption that the two will cooperate again. It is even a bit sad. Anyway, this is not surprising. Taking all factors into consideration, the two actively cooperated. Fans may need to find a substitute accomplice. And the news is not completely reliable. So they did not assume. Anyway, Yangzi's acting skills are generally very charming. And Yangzi is the central selling point of her works. I sincerely believe that Yangzi can make more works. Let everyone see more Yangzi and see her make more different works. After the live broadcast, Xiao Zhan used 10 words to remind fans, but was ignored. To this day, after 4 live broadcasts, Xiao Zhan used 10 words to remind fans. Anyway, this move was originally worthy of gratitude, but it was ignored. Obviously, the reason for being ignored is clearer. Anyway, Xiao Jing himself, among the ignored individuals, thinks this is amazing and wise. To sum up, in case you don't have to ignore him, it must be very troublesome in this case. It can be said that it is very difficult to go to heaven. To be honest, about these 4 live broadcasts, I admit that fans who often follow Xiao Zhan are now familiar with them. Some of them are the most luxurious, and there are many. At the same time, there are 2 of them. He, who is noble and reserved in the eyes of many people, also communicates in real time. This is beyond the assumptions of some people, but they can't see who is the representative. It's not surprising. Please, that's Xiao Zhan. Tosin the other is the popular fashion brand Molson. Such 4 live broadcasts have also brought unparalleled to the crowd. Ordinary media blowouts. The facts have indeed confirmed that this is not a fragrant play, nor a film and television drama, nor a unique party. But taking all into consideration, such a serious live broadcast shocked countless people. You must know that as an artist, Xiao Zhan attended the party. There are not many other relaxing time statements. Therefore, in the 3 to 5 months of recording, countless Xiao Zhan fans need to fall into a situation without new materials. The reasons behind the pursuit. For everyone who sits there anxiously, it is entirely possible that it is terrible. These 13 new photos are an incredible advantage. This is by no means a distortion of any imagination. He is more feasible and perfect than the 10-word update. Obviously, fortunately, we actually have 4 live broadcasts. There are more than 30 Xiao Zhan brands. There is also Xiao Zhan Studio. Ordinary Xiao Zhan. Because of these, we have an additional selective comfort and profound help. About Xiao Zhan's 10-word advice to fans. From Xiao Zhan Studio and Ordinary Xiao Zhan. It turned out that, after 4 live broadcasts, Xiao Zhan Studio sent a photo of Xiao Zhan's regular season. A total of 13 photos. A copy. The essence of the copy is teleportation 40. Introducing the Dream Cave. Xiao Zhan warmly updates that the weather is getting colder. Keep warm. Obviously, this is not the irregular text sent by Xiao Zhan's studio, but by his head. Our Xiao Zhan. An unusually trained, well thought out update. The weather is getting colder. Keep warm. I have to say, this update is very cute and very charming, taking all things into consideration. When the weather turns cold, whether in the warm north or in the unwarm south, it seems particularly awkward. And the symbol update will undoubtedly make countless fans feel the warm sunshine. Nevertheless, this 10-word update was ignored. Completely ignored. It seems that this update, Xiao Zhan has 13 new photos. Different tones. Different rhythms. Different poses. Different combinations. Different scenes. It made people wait for a while. Suppose you said that these 13 new photos have extraordinary advantages. That is not a distortion in any way. It is more down to earth and more perfect than the 10-word update. Obviously, most fans are not necessarily so unique. The fundamental explanation is the effect of the picture is always the most direct and instinctive contrast with the text. Similarly, this is Xiao Zhan's new photo. The result is self-evident. In short, ignoring is not our shortcoming. But the sun and the moon are too charming. My divine object. Wish you bright stars, harmony and happiness. October 5, 1991. Brought into the world in Chongqing. In 2010, it was included in Chongqing Innovation Business School. Current Global Planning and Professional College. During school, he ranked among the top and some privileged champions. For example, literary masters, ingenuity enterprise units, exquisite collectives, etc. 2012 he and his companions established Yiguang Film and Television Media Photography Studio and Planning Studio. After graduating from school, he served as the founder of the studio. In June 2015, coincidentally, he was still a novice and participated in a drama performance Consumption Child. This was also his first step into the media channel. He had no insight. This interpretation road was not very smooth. He should probably be uneven. Even if the appointed authorities and instructors repeatedly raised objections and dissatisfaction, he did not surrender, but endured. Finally, the hard work paid off. In September 2016, at the X9 Youth Club debut party, Xiao Zhan appeared as the lead singer authority. He is a crossfield person, not an expert. He has no sponsorship support, no assets to help him, and basically no collection of assets. For artists, games are their bargaining chips and their capital. So he is almost trapped. So far, the agreement with the previous organization Wahoa has ended, making the situation worse. How can he be so deserted when he is so powerful? Mid-2019. His most memorable opening. June 27, 2019. The ancient costume fantasy The Untamed starring him. Spreads on Tencent Video. In the play he plays a man who runs irrationally, still digging and helping the weak in the air, but is worn out by different experiences. Lien Yiling patriarch actually did not forget his unique goal. Is a comedian. He also won everyone's attention with this job. Since then, everyone came to know this attractive big kid. His acting is very interesting. And he is also very kind. As expressed, there are many people who are well known. The 227 incidents in 2020 pushed the reduction to the forefront. This incident is a nightmare for anyone. It is difficult to get through. Not to mention Hong Kong. A young man who has recently entered the media. Anyway, he is an obviously weak person. effectively conveyed this point. Never complained. However, when the endgame was settled, this episode was affected. The person who did the most harm wrote a book of sins. A columnist asked him how he spent the past 6 months. He said calmly, like a pariah, that he had figured it out. Coincidentally, I cut my hair short. People can stand up and chatter when they are in a good situation. Speak freely. However, despite the huge benefits, who cannot be tempted and always stick to their own morals? The primary concern is what kind of character this should be. What kind of mind? People usually don't fall into pain. After this episode, his acting career became smoother. From 2021, the expert troops of Dolua Continent will be released one after another. They will give advice on life without any trouble. And other TV series will be released one after another. And achieved excellent results. What do you think about this? This concludes our news section. Welcome to leave your thoughts in the comments area. Let's discuss it together. Welcome. Don't forget to give me a like and follow. Thank for all.